Ladies and gentlemen, this is heat number one for event number one for our team's division, ski squat, ski climb. We do have one of our teams standing on their start mats, paying tribute to Lazar Jukic in their own special way. They're giving him 60 seconds of their event as a tribute to this tragedy. This event, 16-minute time cap, beginning with 40 sandbag squats, 200 pounds for the gentlemen, 150 pounds for the females. They are advancing every 5 reps. These are synchro sandbag squats, as you can see. As the teams advance forward, when they reach the ropes, they will each execute a legless rope climb, then move forward to the concept to ski erg for a 40-calorie ski on both machines. Then they'll each do a legless rope climb again, advancing forward to the earthworm for 10 earthworm thrusters. The sections on the earthworm thruster are 125, 100, 125, and 100 pounds respectively. They will move forward for another legless rope climb, and then they will come back down the same format they took down the field, beginning with a legless rope climb back to the earthworm for 10 thrusters, a legless rope climb, 40 calories on the ski ergs, another legless rope climb, and finishing with sandbag squats, synchro style, back down the field of play.
Looking good, guys.
Our first couple of teams drawing closer to the rope climbs.
Good.
Got our first team making their first ascent in lane number 5. CrossFit Reignited, the first team to put rope climbs on the books. They will have their first 2 athletes onto the ski ergs. Again, 40 calories required on each machine. Not by themselves now, the rest of the field beginning to catch up. Lane number 7, Ocean State CrossFit, with their first athlete to the ski erg.
As well as
lane
CrossFit,
number 4.
as well as CrossFit Levi's in lane number 1, and CrossFit Overtake in lane number 4.
Come on, K-Bash, you got it, girl.
The rest of
Nice
the
job.
teams beginning to advance. CrossFit Holistic in lane number 9 with their first athlete onto the ski erg. Again, it's going to be 40 calories on each of the ski ergs, and you will see them advance forward for another legless rope climb for each athlete before arriving at the earthworm.
Looking for those judges' hand in the air, indicating those final 5 calories on each ski.
Approaching the 3-minute and 30-second mark and a 16-minute time cap in place for our athletes on this event number 1 for our teams.
Woo! Let's go, Ocean State!
All teams now digging in on the concept to ski erg. Again, once they've completed 40 calories on each of the ergs, they will advance forward for 1 legless rope climb each before moving to the earthworm.
Judges' hands in the air, and a few lanes across the floor, including those leaders, lane number 5. CrossFit Reignited, they were the first to finish the legless rope climb, first to tackle the ski.
Our squad in lane number 10, CrossFit Butcher's Lab. Again, remember, sacrificing 1 minute of their time. Still working their way through the sandbag squats as they advance forward. Our next teams moving forward to the rope climbs.
We've got CrossFit Levi's, CrossFit Overtake, and CrossFit Reignited, all on that second round.
Nice job, girl.
Of legless rope climbs, 1 rep per teammate.
Huh? Yeah.
Also, Oslo Kaiger making their way. Ocean State CrossFit now, though, strapping up for the earthworm. They'll round out your 1, 2, and 3, but nope, 1 lane or a few lanes away.
many of these?
Lane number 4, CrossFit overtake. Gonna put themselves squarely in third as we pass the 5-minute and 15-second mark. And again, our athletes completing 10 earthworm thrusters. The segments on that earthworm, 125, 100, 125, and 100 pounds. When they've completed those 10 earthworm thrusters, they'll move forward, as we see there, in lane number 5. Reignited, putting their first rope climb on the books. There'll be one rope climb each, then they will come back down that line. They've got company though in lane number 4, overtake, and in lane number 1, Levi's. Here 1, 2, and 3 here in heat number 1, event number 1.
That's right, Larry. Our top 3 teams on to the end of this first round, heading down the field of play. Ending with each team member completing one legless rope climb before they're able to make their way back down their lane.
CrossFit reignited with their 4th athlete through on the rope climb. She'll make her descent. Now they will come back down the line. They are each one rope climb in.
Come on, you got it.
Your leaders of the heat, CrossFit reignited. They're in the middle of Zeus, lane number 5. Athletes in the matching bright green tanks.
Nice job, girlfriend.
6 minutes and 45 seconds elapsed on the clock. Again, a 60-minute time cap in place for this event number 1 for our teams.
Nice job. Woo!
One rope climb in for CrossFit Levi's of this set of 4 to begin their march down the lane before they're able to tackle the earthworm again. But I believe the lead remains with CrossFit Reignited in lane number 5. There they are.
Lane number 5, you called it CrossFit Reignited, burning through that round of legless rope climbs back on the earthworm. 10 earthworm thrusters up and over the shoulder. Good communications from our team. Our leaders clear. Reignited, trying to extend that lead with every rep. It looks like they're about to have company though in lane number 1. CrossFit Levi's addressing the earthworm with all 4 competitors through those last 2 legless rope climbs before they got back to the earthworm.
CrossFit Levi's having to reset before starting this set of 10 earthworm thrusters as the leaders reignited onto their 10th and final, there it is, earthworm thruster.
Yes.
They've wrapped up the reps on the earthworm thruster for this event, and they're back to their next set of legless rope climbs.
Reignited, no problem thus far in this event.
And it says it's the Zeus, right? I don't know what that means.
Well, catching it, and as soon as I said that, he catches a no rep on that one. You'll have to repeat that climb. Two athletes through the legless rope climbs, 2 to go for Reignited.
Come on, just 10, guys.
Reignited occupying both of the ski ergs, putting calories in the books as they work their way back down. Again, 40 calories required on each erg before they advance forward.
Reignited remains in first, and CrossFit Levi's in lane 1 remains holding on to that 2nd place position. They've now joined Reignited on the ski erg. 2 athletes through their legless rope climb, count at 3.
Let's go, Josh, you got this.
9 minutes and 30 seconds elapsed of our 60-minute time cap. TTT CrossFit in lane number 2. On to the ski erg. 1 athlete in lane number 7 from Ocean State CrossFit. Make that 2 now. Onto the ski erg. Again, 40 calories required on both ergs before they move back to that next set of legless rope climbs.
Teams skiing to the 40 calorie mark on both ergs. We've got a judge's hand in the air for one ski in lane 5, our leaders, CrossFit Reignited. Just over the 10-minute mark.
Saw a hand in the air in lane number 5 for our leaders Reignited. I believe they have one ski erg with the required calories accumulated. Look for them to head back to the rope climbs in the lead. Follow the rope climbs, they will head back to those sandbags for their synchro sandbag squats as they move back down towards the finish line. They'll advance every 5 reps, heading back down the line the same way they came as we approach 11 minutes on the clock. And there we go, our first athlete making that rope climb. Reignited, one athlete through.
But here comes CrossFit Levi's in lane 1. 2 rope climbs down for Reignited, but Levi's has wrapped up the rig onto their final set of 4 legless rope climbs. Lane number 1 chasing down lane number 5.
Reignited, all 4 athletes through the last of their rope climbs now, hoisting those sandbags again. 150 pounds for the ladies, 200 pounds for the gentlemen as they work their way back down. 5 reps at a time, they'll advance every 5 reps.
Levi's making up some ground on Reignited now. They've got the sandbags up on their shoulders.
She's doing great.
Excellent transition by Reignited, not letting those bags hit the ground. Levi's just staying in the saddle and advancing forward, continuing on.
Reignited on their next set of 5. And here comes Levi's on their next set of 5.
Several other teams now making their way to the bags. Looks like in lane number 7, Ocean State CrossFit getting the bag moving. CrossFit overtake in lane number 4 doing the same, but right now the battle, if you will, between Levi's and Reignited as Reignited advances yet again.
It goes 1, CrossFit Reignited in lane 5, 2, CrossFit Levi's in lane 1, and taking a spot in the top 3, lane 4, CrossFit Overtake.
Nice job, baby.
Levi's now overtaking Reignited.
Reignited now advancing with 10 reps remaining. Levi's looking to keep the heat on. But Reignited, seeing the finish line laying in front of them. Here comes Levi's advancing forward as we approach 13:30 on the clock. Reignited, last few reps as we approach 13:40 on the clock. Here comes Levi's in lane number 1. But it is going to be Reignited taking the heat.
Reignited our first finishers. And just seconds behind them, our second finishers, CrossFit Levi's.
Less than 2 minutes, athletes, less than 2 minutes. Ocean State driving forward. Ocean State CrossFit, lane number 7. Less than 10 reps to go, looking to be your 3rd finisher here in heat number 1. Those athletes stay in the grind and looking to finish these last few reps. Not wanting to lose a rep on that state synchro. 1 rep to go. They will dump the bags and make it to the finish right around 14:42.
3 teams across the finish line here for event 1. Majority of our teams